What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JB Sports back again with another one. Gonna talk about the NBA Finals, the Golden State Warriors at the Toronto Raptors. The question is, Kevin Durant, will he or won't he play in Game 5? Steve Kerr was getting asked questions after today's practice with a pool of reporters, and he said that Kevin Durant is a game-time decision. So we'll see what happens, man. I think he's going to try to play tonight, man. I think he knows this is, obviously this is a do or die for the Golden State Warriors. I know his teammates have been probably been asking him, man, you going to play KD? I know they ain't been trying to, be doctors and saying, oh, man, you ready to play? Look at what AI did. Andre Iguodala, he's hurting, he's playing, and Klay Thompson had a pulled hamstring, and he missed one game, and even the game he missed, he was fighting and scratching, trying to get out there on the court, man. But the coaches held him back, and he eventually played in the next game. So I don't think they're probably putting that type of pressure on him. But I know they've probably been asking him, man, hey, man, you're gonna play Game 5. If you can possibly get out there, we know we don't want you to jeopardize your long-term health, man. As far as free agency coming up, and you're in the prime of your career, and you have a lot of, basketball left. I think he's, 30 years old, and he's in the prime of his career, man, and he wants to, this is where he, puts in the numbers and the stats and try to win the championships to kind of be mentioned in that top 10 of best players of all time, man. Right now, he's probably not in the top 10, of current players right now. LeBron James is probably the only guy that you can put in that top 10 of greatest of all time, up there with the Bill Russells, the Magic Johnsons, Larry Bird, Michael Jordans, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, Hakeem Olajuwon, Tim Duncan. Those right off the top of my head probably being in that top 10 of all time. I forgot about the Mr. Triple-Double, Oscar Robertson. You probably put him in there. So if Kevin Durant wants to be in that top 10, he still's got a little bit more work to put in. He's definitely probably top 20. But to be in that top 10, he's got a little bit more work to do. So we'll see about tonight's game, man. I think he's gonna try to give it a go. I think yesterday it was a lot of people saying that they didn't think he was gonna play because they had a practice yesterday, and Kevin Durant was one of the first players to leave the practice. So they thought that maybe that meant that he had to leave practice earlier. Well, because the injury was still bothering him, and he probably couldn't explode off that leg like he wanted to. So that may be the reason why he was one of the first players to leave early. But I just think he probably left early, probably to come get some more treatment. I don't think it had nothing to do with it. It ain't like they probably had practice. They had a light practice, maybe a 45-minute practice. And, he left after 10 minutes. And that means he was the first player off the court, and everybody else left 35 minutes. That's one thing, you can speculate. But if they had a 45-minute practice and he left, maybe 2 minutes before everybody else, I'm just speculating. That don't mean that he's not going to play the next game. That just probably meant that he left early to get some more treatment, man. He's get that more treatment. After, right after practicing on that leg, the leg he probably might have been experiencing a little soreness or whatever, and they wanted to get him treatment, man, and try to get him ready for tonight's game, man. I think that's the case, man. I think he practiced again today, and right after practice, he probably went into the trainer's room to get some more treatment, man. So I think he's going to try to play the team. I think he'll give the team a boost, even if he ain't the same KD of old, man, but the attention that he will be getting by the Toronto Raptors will make things easier for Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Draymond Green can go back to being that handyman that they need, the guy to do the dirty work, play defense, run the offense through him with his assists, get the rebounds, and get you around about 10 to 12 points is what he normally does. So I think everybody will fall into the slot that the team had coming into this season, with KD being the number one option, or at least getting attention of a number one option. Steph Curry being the best number 2 option in basketball, and Klay Thompson being the best number 3 option in basketball. So I think everybody fall into the slot, man, once KD comes back. I don't think you can put KD on Kawhi. That's one reason why I had picked Golden State in this series. I thought KD was going to come back maybe after game 2. And I thought they would be able to put him on Kawhi Leonard, and they wouldn't have to double Kawhi, and they were able, and they actually have Draymond kind of roam and give help and be havoc on defense to Lowry and Siakam. That's what I thought was going to happen. You know, I thought he would be that roamer, like that free safety in football, were able to kind of roam and help and make life tough for Lowry and Siakam. But that was not the case. He, you know, you see Klay Thompson guarded Kawhi Leonard. You saw Draymond Green guarded Kawhi Leonard. And when Draymond is on Kawhi Leonard, he can't help with anybody else. He's got to stay at home, and that kind of opens up things for other players on Toronto Raptors team. So, but you know, if you got him being like your quote unquote free safety, able to roam and help out with Steph, you know, Steph is kind of like, you know, Steph is not known as a great one-on-one defender. He, you know, I don't think he's bad as people made him out to be, but he's not a great I think he's average one-on-one defender. But he would, you know, was Draymond Green able to be that roamer and you know, and help off of Gasol and help out with Siakam and Kyle Lowry. I think that'll benefit Golden State, especially on defense. So we'll see what happens, man. I think KD's going to play. The problem is he's been out for a month. He's going to have a lot of rust. You know, everybody else is going to be in game condition. They're going to be in finals, NBA finals condition. And it's going to be tough. But if anybody can pull it off, it's a great Kevin Durant, man. If anybody can get out of bed and get you 30 points, because he's a great shooter, efficient scorer. If anybody can do it, it's Kevin Durant, man. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a lot to ask. I just think him on the court is going to give the team a lot of confidence. And I think that his presence on the court, even if he's not putting up the numbers he usually put up, is going to bring a lot of confidence to Draymond Green, Steph Curry, and Klay Thompson, and the whole team, Andre Iguodala, the whole team, man. And like I said, it'll put everybody in their natural position and natural slot as far as how the team preview they were going to be coming into the season and going into the playoffs. So we'll see what happens, man. But again, man, Kevin Durant is looking like he's going to play Game 5, man. And how effective will he be? And how will he be able to raise the game of Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green? Because the guys took 2 losses at home, and it was actually dominating the second half of Game 4. But Kawhi Leonard and Ibaka. So I know their confidence. You know, they talked very confident after the game, but I know that they're in the back of their mind, their confidence has kind of been shaken a little bit. I don't think that's like they don't believe they can come back, but I think they're not as confident as they was coming into the series as they were after Game 4. So we'll see what happens, man. KD, the Durantula, is looking like he's coming back Game 5, man. We'll see what happens, man. This is JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. I holla.